but when I worked at a comic shop, I would just sit there and just read through all the back of the graphic novels. And when I saw the scripts in Scott Snyder's American Vampire, at the back of the trade paper version of it, he had a breakdown of all of his scripts, uh, where you could see like how he formatted it, how he wrote it. And once I kind of learned the language of it, it made it a lot easier for me to get into the process. And that's how I ended up here. So we're going to go right in to the presentation. So this is writing for comics. I know some of you might have experience in like screenwriting or novel writing. Um, Writing for comics is a little different because you're writing not just for your reader, but also for your editor, for your artists, for your colorists. So you're writing for a few different people, not just for the reader themselves. So it's a lot of things you have to kind of balance and keep in mind, and that's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so comic book scripting isn't just called like a script, it's sequential storytelling. So that is the movement of character, of movement of story through panels. If you've seen a comic, panels are just the individual squares on a page. Unlike a film script, you don't have to add dissolves or any kind of editorial between panels. You're just telling the story with each individual scene being told in a square. Essentially, there's no wrong way to tell a story in comics as long as the words serve the art and the art serves the word. So who am I and why should you be listening to me? I was a screenwriter. I went to Tribeca. I've written quite a few short films. It's kind of my favorite because you get to tell a larger story in a shorter amount of time. Um, I went to like a few festivals with some stuff, nothing huge. You definitely didn't miss out on anything crazy. But during the pandemic, a lot of film projects were shut down, and I needed a creative outlet. And I returned to my love of comics during that time, and I haven't been able to look back. So um, I'm a big believer in write what you know. That doesn't mean that you can't write about something you don't know. But I was working as a funeral director during the pandemic. And during that time, there was a lot of grieving, a lot of death, a lot of questions. And I kind of took all that anxiety, all that angst, and being a new father at the time. And you're going to see throughout a lot of my work, all those kind of questions that I had about what do we do now comes out in it. So that's